Hello and welcome to episode 12 of WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to. I'm your host, Scott Caldwell. Hey, we made it! Welcome to 2017. Hopefully by now you've shaken off that holiday hangover and you're ready to get after it. 2016 was a monster year for WorldVentures and was unquestionably a massive jump over 2015, but we're just getting warmed up. You couldn't be in a better place at a better time right now. Coming up, we've got some hot new US tools, a comp plan update, a Romanian opening, and some details on United that just might blow your mind. Heads up, my international friends, it's a little US-centric up front, but there's several things you're going to want to hear further on. So let's jump in, shall we? Okay, let's talk tools. It was like Christmas again at Momentum in Glendale. Lots of new goodies. Starting off, the new Your Drive Home audio. Whenever you sit down with a friend and you show them the business, they're going to say one of three things. Yes, no, or maybe. The no's are easy, you just move on. But let's talk about the yeses and maybes. Say they sign up and they're all excited. Once they leave the coffee shop and drive off into the abyss, you have no idea what they're thinking. Remember your first 24 hours? You have all these emotions. What happens if the first person they talk to when they walk through the door is super negative? Wouldn't it have been nice if we could have better prepared you for that? What if they're thinking about it and they talk to the wrong person? Well, we rolled out a powerful new tool in the US called Your Drive Home. It's a CD available in packs of 10, as well as an audio on the web that's designed specifically to help inoculate your new rep against some of the potential obstacles she could face in her first 24 to 48 hours when she's the most anxious and unprepared. In this 20-minute audio, Director of Training Mark Aceta lays out the 3 rules of success in WorldVentures. Pay attention, get excited, and never quit. And helps your new rep have the right mindset as they take the first steps in their new business. But not only that, you get to hear from half a dozen leaders who had challenges early on. People like Michael Jex, Brian and Sarah Brown, Gail Spears, Scott Ross, Jonathan Gooch, and others. It's awesome, and we think it's going to be a big help in getting your new team members off to a great start. As I said, it's a US tool right now, but assuming it gets the response we anticipate, we look forward to bringing it to other markets real soon. Next up, a Vacation Sooner update. With all that's been happening in the company, it was time to refresh the old Vacation Sooner video for the US. We dropped in some info about Dream Trips Local and the ecosystem we're building, mentioned the upcoming fly card, and did some general tightening and cleanup. And because of all the edits, we also recorded new voiceover with the same artist behind the Getting Started Right video, as well as several quick coaches. Scott Ross has gone above and beyond in re-recording and updating his narration over the last several years, and we thought it was finally time to give the guy a break. Now, the plan is to launch a whole new replacement video later in the year, but we needed to get these updates in place for the short term to make sure the video stayed current. You can find it on DVD as well as on the updated vacationsooner.com. Moving on to the Getting Started Right training, the new US Getting Started Right pads have been a huge success, and the accompanying video has racked up over 30,000 views on YouTube in the last 2 months. Well, good news. Not only is it now on the updated Vacation Sooner DVD in the States, but we've also launched a slide deck version as well. That way, if you want to do it live at a travel party or at a coffee shop, you've got the option. Now, please don't go out and chop it up and remix it. The whole idea is to make this more of a duplicatable system everyone can follow. So feel free to point people to your team calls or app or something, but please keep the presentation intact. You can find it for download in your back office. Now for some really big news. Starting February 4th, we've got a sexy new compensation plan update coming your way. The corporate team has been tirelessly committed since the launch of the company to developing a compensation plan with a generous payout that rewards you and your team as effectively as possible. And we think these new updates will really kick things up a notch. So here's what's happening. Actually, quick caveat, the following applied to all of our markets globally except Taiwan and Malaysia. Their comp plans are remaining as is for the time being. We'll update you guys more on that at a later date. So, first, starting on February 4th, we are introducing a new tier to the lifestyle bonus. Now with just $1,600 in lineage sales volume and a minimum of 4 personal customers, you'll qualify for the new Tier 1 $200 monthly lifestyle bonus. Boom. Tier 2 moves to $3,200 and Tier 3 is $5,400 with 5 and 6 customer requirements respectively. So now your new team members can get off to an even faster start, and for many of you out there, you may already be qualified. You're welcome. In addition, if you qualify for Tier 2 or 3 in your first 8 weeks, we'll double the payout. So for you hard chargers, that means from $600 to $1,800 just off the lifestyle bonus. That's hot. Now, these 2 changes are replacing the director's bonus, which we will be discontinued, effective March 4th, and the double cycles in your first 8 weeks, which will be discontinued effective February 4th. Good news is, you'll still be able to earn double cycles anytime you earn 3 or more cycles in a single pay period, all the way up to RMD. A simple way to look at it is cycle 3 or more times in a week and earn an extra $300. Next, beginning with all new representatives enrolled on or after February 4th, when they enroll 4 customers and earn their wings, we will no longer be waiving their RBS fee. Personally, I think it's great. I'd much rather have someone join as a customer only if they have any qualms about paying $20 a month to run their business. It's peanuts if you're even marginally committed. Lastly, on the comp plan front, this is a big one. Starting February 4th, we're streamlining how your new reps get started by locking their second or inside leg. Follow me on this one. When you put a new rep, the leg you put them on is your team leg for you and that rep, right? Well, after several years of research with our top leaders, we've consistently found that if your new rep places their first few new reps on that same leg, their potential for success increases. It creates more excitement, it builds momentum and belief, etc. Whereas if they place someone on their inside leg, there's a greater possibility that those people could be orphaned in a way, especially if their sponsor decides to quit or isn't moving very fast. Not to mention, when someone's new and they don't know any better, they might screw up placing someone on the wrong leg, and the headache and man hours from a support standpoint are enormous. Well, all that will be a thing of the past. Starting February 4th, all new reps will have their second team, that inside leg, locked until they at least enroll 4 customers. Once they maintain 4 customers, will unlock and you'll be free to start building their second leg. Several teams have already been implementing this strategy the last year or two, and they've been having great results. We think this is going to be huge. I know it's a lot to take in. You may need to rewatch this, but trust me, it's all really good stuff. You can check the detailed compensation plan for all the info. And speaking of the comp plan, to help you and any of your new reps more easily understand the compensation plan, we're launching a new US Comp Plan Overview PDF. It's a really slick 2-page document that visually lays out the basic nuts and bolts of the compensation plan. It's perfect for any greens who have a few questions or a fired up red who wants you to be their Jerry Maguire. It's brand new, so like I said, US only, but we plan on porting it to other markets soon. Next, some Fly updates. Card development is still trucking along. We've got a small group of users who are actually swiping their cards with vendors, and we're ramping up test cases. Hopefully the beta group will be doing the same before too long. I know it might feel like things are moving slow, but the team's making great strides and we're excited for 2017. In addition, after an incredibly well-received extension of the Fly First promo through January 27th, good news. We're extending it again through February. And speaking of Fly, how about a new presentation? Several teams in the US have started introducing the Fly Smart Card into their messaging when sharing WorldVentures with friends. So to help you do that more effectively, we've introduced the new Fly Pocket Prez. It looks like a Fly card and is the same size as a credit card, but then it opens up kind of like origami to reveal a quick presentation. It covers the highlights of the company, the history of our products, all 3 membership levels, casts a vision for the future of the card, and then offers a very high-level compensation overview. It's perfect to keep in your wallet for impromptu presentations, or if you just want to go low-tech at a coffee shop or something. It's not for everyone. Several teams aren't even talking about the Fly card yet, and that's great. We definitely want to strike the balance between sharing the vision of where we're going while still setting proper grounded expectations. But it's a great tool, and if you're in the US and want to share a bit about Fly, you should pick some up. All right, next up, Romania. We're finally open! After many, many months of preparation, we are thrilled to share that the Romanian flag is now available on the website. It went live on January 15th, and we then hosted a launch event on January 22nd. It was awesome. To all of our Romanian brothers and sisters, let me officially welcome you to the WorldVentures family. Here's the big things in the months ahead. Oh, and in other international news, let's talk United. You didn't think I was going to let you go without talking about the biggest, baddest, most knock your socks off, change your life, make your friends jealous event in WorldVentures history, did you? Well, my friend, you're sadly mistaken. Every year, we hold one international event where representatives from every country in the WorldVentures family come together for a single weekend of training, announcements, corporate updates, and more fun than your last 3 vacations. We call it United, and this year we're taking it to the next level. We're talking the space that's hosted concerts by Beyonce, U2, George Strait, Coldplay, and even WrestleMania. The 2017 event everyone is going to be talking about is going down April 7th through the 9th in Dallas, Texas. Well, Arlington to be specific, at the world-famous AT&T Stadium, which also happens to be home to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Tickets went on sale Saturday at Momentum in the US, and they're already flying out the door. General admission is $299, and VIP tickets are $344. But if you grab them before February 1st at midnight Central Time, they're marked down $100 each. Make sure you snatch your seat before that $100 discount goes away. Now, if you're outside the US, don't freak out. We've held back an allotment of VIP tickets for each of our international Momentum events and the Asian RTEs. So if you don't see a VIP seat available, don't buy a GA ticket yet. Just wait and you can buy it in person at your event. Finally, for our Asian brothers and sisters, Happy New Year! January 27th marked Chinese New Year, and I know many of you have been celebrating across the globe, so we wish you good health, good luck, happiness, and prosperity as we enter the year of the Rooster. Alrighty, that's all we got for this episode. As usual, drop your comments or feedback to us at wvlive@worldventures.com. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me in between episodes, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Scott Caldwell. It's mostly just pictures of my nephews, concerts, some inspiring quotes, and the occasional scotch. But hey, now you know. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Caldwell, and this has been WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to.